Bay Times movie critic, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
This is part 2 here.
Part 2. It's like the Godfather trilogy. We're going to do a part 3. Let's go.
There's no part 3.
Okay,
it just ends with part 2.
Okay.
But part 2 is going to be big, if not bigger, than part 3 was with The Godfather, because that was so bad to begin with.
That's right.
Okay, so part 2 here. We're going to start with Best Actress. We've gone through the Best Supporting categories. Let's start with Best Actress. The name that jumps out at me, Glenn Close, because I remember her from The Natural. And that scene where she steps up or sits up when she's in the ballpark and they have the lighting behind her, she looks angelic.
Well, see,
you go to Albert Nobbs now and wow.
Yeah, no, she really does not have much of a chance in this category.
So who are you looking at?
It's coming down to Meryl Streep, who everybody sort of, conceded the award to a few months ago when it was, she's coming out as Margaret Thatcher, and it's going to be an accent, and she hasn't won in 18 years, and all this kind of stuff. But Viola Davis in The Help, she just hit all the right notes, making that stereotype of the black maid during the civil rights era something more than just a noble type of figure.
Best actor, the guy that we were talking about it a little before we started. I love Gary Oldman, but Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy really didn't go anywhere.
No, it's a two-person race between George Clooney for The Descendants and Jean Dujardin for The Artist. Now, when I saw both of them at Telluride last Labor Day. And Clooney was the one who jumped out at me right from the beginning. Now, I've even been telling people, mark it down, he's going to win. But as the momentum and as the hype keeps going, I think Dujardin has overtaken him in the home stretch here.
Last category, this is the big category, Best Picture. This is the one everyone always waits for. You know, I look down this list right away and I go, Moneyball, good movie, I really enjoyed it. Probably, there's no
doesn't
way.
Doesn't belong there. Doesn't belong there.
So what does belong there and what belongs at top?
Well, with the Best Picture category, you always look first to the movies that have the most nominations. And right now that's Hugo with 11 and The Artist with 10. But then you figure that Hugo doesn't have any of its actors nominated. And there's only been 5 movies in the past 60 years or so that won Best Picture without having someone nominated for Best Actress.
This is very scientific.
Oh, I look at this kind of stuff. I study all this kind of stuff, trying to get the stuff right, and of course I always get it wrong. So all the signs seem to point to The Artist winning. And since it was the #1 movie in my top 10 list last year, you can guess that's the one I'm pulling for also.
Tonight's the night. We're going to tell if you're right or wrong. We have it here.
Yep.
And it's in the Tampa Bay Times.
And I'll see you here tomorrow morning, bright and early, probably in my tuxedo with a champagne flute full of coffee.
Steve Persall, thank you very much.
Take care.
And that's right. Steve will be here with Dan and Dia live tomorrow morning to give us a wrap-up on who went home with the gold.
And after the Academy Awards, you can watch ABC Action News with Wendy, Jameson, Dennis, Serena, and Andrew.
Hey, there's a reason to check your tires this morning.
One of the most popular tire makers in the country is recalling thousands. We'll have the brand information coming.